make fire out of water?
It's a silly question.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
It has gas in it, but that's not water.
Yeah, but if it has gas in it, then yeah.
Yes, I'm not sure how.
Absolutely not.
There's no way.
No way.
I can't see that.
Not even me? With all my specialized gear here on the streets?
Give me a break.
It's all about the science, my friends. I think we should probably get started with a beaker, right? Beakers are good at holding water. What is water made of?
Hydrogen and oxygen.
Oh, very good. Okay. And I have here, straight from my kitchen, 2 stainless steel knives. Now, if we pass electricity through water, what happens? What happens if you throw the toaster into the bathtub? Is that a good thing?
Yeah, you get some sparks.
Generally speaking, not a good idea to put electricity into water. But under the right conditions, like here at a card table in the middle of the street, carefully controlled laboratory conditions, we could try something like that. So I'm just going to make a little electrical connection there. We now have water, stainless steel knives, and a big honking source of electricity in the form of a battery charger here. Okay, so why don't let's run a little bit of electricity through the water and see what happens. Let's turn this thing on.
Nothing.
Although if you look very carefully,
Is it bubbling a bit?
when you pass electricity through water, if you do it just right, you can actually separate the molecule. You split the molecule into its component parts, hydrogen and oxygen. But one of the things about pure water is it's not a very good conductor of electricity. Let's see if we can boost the flow of electricity by adding an electrolyte. We'll add salt, sodium chloride, and the ions in the salt will help electricity flow. And that might help us get more bubbles.
This one appears to be bubbling more.
Okay, so if one's bubbling more than the other, which one do you think might bubble more than the other? Hydrogen or oxygen?
Good question.
For every oxygen atom, how many hydrogen atoms do you have?
So you have 2 hydrogens to 1 oxygen.
Exactly. We're splitting the water molecules into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, and you're going to get twice as much hydrogen as oxygen because you've got 2 atoms of hydrogen for every atom of oxygen. Time to move to phase 2, because didn't I say something about fire? Yeah, so let's go to the fire phase. And we'll start with some fresh water in a cup. Just like that. Look! I've got a new, improved set of electrodes.
Wow,
Okay, I've gone from knives to spoons.
Nice.
Okay, so I mean, knives are for weenies.
This is some serious stuff now.
This is serious stuff. So if I only had 2 knives and got a little bit of bubbles, what do you think will happen if I go to 4 spoons?
Bigger reaction.
Well,
An explosion.
and an explosion. Yes, yeah. So what are the 3 things needed to make fire?
Oxygen. 2 stones.
Oxygen and 2 stones. Right. To make fire, we need oxygen, fuel, and heat. So what do you think we need to extract from this water in order to make fire?
Oxygen we'll get from it.
Okay.
It'll be heated up because...
I'll supply a heat source.
Yes, and we need the heat source and the fuel.
And what's the fuel?
The fuel would be
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen.
Oh, you guys
Separating
are
it.
smart. Okay, so we theoretically, this is the theory. We've got oxygen. We've got hydrogen as fuel. I'll supply the heat. Let's see if we can get some burning water. We have fire! We have fire! There was fire there!
Fire out of water.
So at the end of it all, what do we figure out here?
Solution to the energy crisis?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up.
Is that
Because this is sort of the opposite of the solution to the energy crisis. Because don't forget, we're putting energy into the system. We're pumping a ton of electricity into the water to separate the molecules of water into hydrogen and oxygen.